Hey y'all, what's up? JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back. Listen, I want to talk to you guys real quick about Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay, of course we got to get into these reunion looks, but before we get into the reunion looks, let's talk more about Miss Robyn Dixon and that boo of hers, her now husband, again for a second time. Now, it was alleged that Juan Dixon has been messing around with some lady that has decided to come to the forefront after a whole year plus, okay, after he has finally sealed the deal and, obviously signed on a dotted line. At least that's what Robyn hopes. Now that he and Robyn are indeed married again, this person decided to come out and let everybody know that she was engaged in an affair with him, okay? She was in an entanglement with Juan Dixon, all right? She also talked about things that she didn't like and how he wanted to pass her off to another friend. And keep in mind, all of this is alleged, okay? We do not know who the young lady is, but she decided to reach out to Giorgio Says over on TikTok, and she exposed some details to him, which he decided to share with everybody. So therefore, we're talking about it. Now, when I went live to talk about these things, we ended up seeing text messages. We ended up seeing a receipt or an invoice from a hotel, and we all were questioning whether or not, hey girl, was this really Juan? Because we know people can make up things, right? We also saw an alleged text message between she and Juan. Well, Giorgio is deciding to come to the front. Although everybody was questioning a lot of things, he came to the front to confirm to us that the number that was shown on the phone and other places is indeed Juan Dixon, according to his research. So y'all go ahead and check this out.
I did a live earlier and I did disclose that the phone number that was shared with me, because she did share the phone number, I obviously can't share it on here, but I did let the people on live know that I verified because I checked and it is attached to that name. So I've blocked out personal information, but it does link to Juan. So the number she sent me in her contact seems allegedly to be Juan's. Here is another thread between her and I. This is not the woman that Karen was referring to in the latest episode. A lot of people were asking that. This is the DMs that she sent me this morning that were around the beginning of when they started talking and linking up. Again, I blocked out personal information. Pause to read.
All right, so you guys just heard what Giorgio says, right? He says that it was indeed Juan's number. And don't worry, okay? Because there was some text threads in there. And I know that you guys did not have the time to read it. So I'm going to read it to you guys. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first message we're going to get into is between Giorgio and the young lady. He says, "Hi, thanks. So you dated him while he was displaying himself as engaged to Robyn?" The person says yes, okay? Giorgio goes on to say, "What a player." The person says, "Just to confirm, when I was last there, I'm from Canada. He would fly me out." So Giorgio asks, "So did Robyn know?" So then the person says, "He actually acts almost like a predator. And I have spoke with other females about this. And they also agree." So wait, were there other women that he's messed with that you've been in conversation with? Or are you saying that you just were talking to some other friends and they kind of got the same vibe from him? Interesting, okay? So then Giorgio goes on to respond and say she doesn't seem to care, so it's an open relationship, all right? And this is after the young lady confirms that Robyn does know about her. So then the next message reads, and again, this is a thread between the young lady and Juan Dixon, and this looks like it's a DM. So Juan responds to her and says, "I love both teams, two well-coached ball clubs." The person responds and says, "LOL, good answer. I'm intrigued by you, can't lie. Not trying to be weird, but honestly, LOL." So then Juan responded and says, "You good? Thank you." Now, all of this was taking place during September of 2020, okay? So then the young lady asked, "Do you ever come to Canada?" And then Juan says, "I lived in Toronto for a bit, but had no reason to come back." Now, there is more to the message that the young lady sent. It sounds like she's saying, "I would love to give you a reason to come back, LOL." Oh, wow. This is messy, if you ask me. So then Juan goes on to respond and say, "Really?" And she says, "Yes, really. Actions speak louder than words, though." Then she gives him her number and says, "Text me." Juan sends an big eye emoji and says, "I will." Oh, wow. So then the girl responds and says, still keeping my hopes up, LOL. So then he responds and says, tried. I guess he was saying, I tried. So then she responds and says, dang, I'm sorry. I'm almost finished with the client. Can I call you back, please? Okay. Now, when she first sent him that message saying that she would like to give him a reason to come back to Toronto, that was on September 13th. So I guess he waited almost 2 weeks, a good 12 days, and then decided to hit her up. So when he called, she didn't answer. He responded. He said, I tried. And that's when she said, well, I'm with a client. Let me give you a call back. Now, see, here's what's interesting. These are Instagram DMs. That is indeed Juan's Instagram page. So I don't know what's going on here. I don't understand what's going on here, but I do believe that he and Robyn were engaged at this point. I believe that they got engaged at 2019, end of 2019, early 2020. So they were engaged at this time, newly engaged, shall I say. This situation here, girl, this is messy. This is messy. This is messy. This is messy. Listen, I was going to get into the fashion of Real Housewives of Potomac, but you know what? I'm going to save that for a whole nother video, all right? I want you guys to hop down in these comments. You have to let me know your thoughts about this particular situation here, because this is some interesting stuff, I must say. Not that we're surprised, but it's just interesting to see how, Robyn's relationship and everything is pretty much being exposed at this point, and we're seeing just how unreal that relationship really has been, for real. Like, girl, Robyn, girl, go out there and get you a man. Go out, don't let him be out here doing you like that. Because here's the thing. A lot of people are saying that, oh, Robyn, I'm glad you had him sign the prenup because he cheated. Well, did he? Because the young lady is alleging that Robyn knew about her. So which one is it? Is the relationship open or is it closed? Okay. America has questions and I have questions too. Okay. It's not adding up, but it's making for a very, very good storyline come next season. Okay. One thing about Miss Robyn Dixon, it looks like she's raising the stakes so they can continue to raise those checks. All right. This season, she made sure she was very active in the beginning and continuing. So she's securing that check more than Miss Giselle Bryant, if you ask me. So this right here, girl, all out in the blogs, y'all cannot go into next season and not bring this up. Giselle, we're counting on you because you love to bring things from social media and bring it over onto the show. So we're counting on you to bring this up to the forefront. But you can't bring it up where you're able to kind of control the narrative for your home girl, okay? We need you to bring it up the same way you would bring it up to Miss Candace or to Miss Ashley. You feel what I'm saying? But that's really all that I have on this particular subject matter. I want you guys to go ahead and hop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, all that other great jazz. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.